So hello friends, welcome back again. So in this tutorial we are talking about what is array. So array is a collection of same data type, and it sequentially stored data in the same in the memory location one by one. So I already wrote each and everything here, so you can see this is an array. So why we have to use array? Let us suppose we have thousands of people, 1000 roll number, so we want to store in or 1000 students roll number we have to store in our program. So what we have to do? So for that we have to type 1000 integer data types of variables, just like int roll number 1, int roll number 2, int roll number 3, or int student roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3 till 100. So it is bulky work. I have to type so much. To overcome this type of situations, we use array. So why not we have to use a single data type? It can store thousands of roll number of any students, or thousands marks of thousands marks of students for everyone. So how we can do this? It can be possible with the help of array. So we can declare array. Just like int, we have a same type of data type. We have a roll number, we want to store 1000 roll number, so we can declare that is the integer type. Then we declare the array, then we declare square brackets, and then we mention the element that we want to store, an element or data types that we required, or variables that we required. Let us suppose I want to store 5, so I wrote it inside the 5. You can see example int roll number 5. So array always initialize with 0 till n-1. Let us suppose we have a 5 roll number, we want to store 5 roll number, so we start with 0 to 4. So this is the logic. We start with 1, it will not be work, but every program should know that array should be start with 0 and n-1, and is your number till whatever you want to whatever you declare that it is the endpoint. It's 5, 4, 10, 1000, 100, whatever it is. So this is our array, and this is the definition. How we have to write the code? So in the program I am using single dimensional array, and I will write the code about the single dimensional array, and we will store 5 student roll number, and we will display it. In the next class we will do the multi-dimension. So let's start. So right now I am on my IDE NetBeans. So we know that hash include a stdio void main, and we have to write the array. We want to store 5 student name. Okay, so I will use this array with the for loop, because this is a 5, so I don't want to type 5 times scanf. So why not I will use that loop which helps me to store 5 variable one by one. So let's start how we have to do this. So I declare my array here, roll number. So I store it 5 limit, I end it here. So I required counter also, that I will use in for loop, or we can use any. Okay, so we use printf, enter the 5 students roll number one by one. Okay, so here I start my for loop. I start with 0, I less than equal to 4, I plus plus. Because we have roll number 5, so this array will store 5 elements. So our elements start with 0 to 4 till 4 and -1. So that's why I told you it always initialize with 0 and end with n-1. So we want to scan, so we use scanf. Okay, %d. So where we want to store, what are the integer value we will take from the scanf, it will be stored into the roll number I. So if our roll number 0, first for is 0, I is 0, so then roll number 0, it will store the roll number 0th element, whatever the roll number, then it will increment the I to 1, then roll number first element, then 2 roll number second location, then roll number 3rd, 4th, then it will end. Okay, so this is our scanner. If you want to make a little bit modify, so it will look interesting, whether we use roll number. So we use roll number first is %d, so I use I+1. I never want to use it will show 0, so I tell it whatever the I value, please increment 1. Okay, if I is 0, so I never want to show that 0 roll number. 0 roll number is never exist. Roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3. So we can say this in the roll number 1 location. So what is the roll number? In the roll number 2, what is the roll number? Roll number 3, what is it? Roll number 5, and what is it? So it will just an index number. So we will add the roll number 1 index number to the particular roll number. We will store it like that. Okay, so this is our code. So we want to print it here, so why not I will copy this. Okay, I will copy this. We will reuse this code. Okay, so we'll add here printf the 5 roll number is given below. So I use /n. Okay, so I also use /n here. Use %d, use /n here. Okay, /n here. So roll number 1, what is the roll number? We will print it here. So just modify this. So roll number I+1 is roll number so is %d. So first is the index number, this % is the index number, and this % is the actual roll number. Okay, so here we use comma roll number I. Okay, I will store here, I will store this, and I will run this. What will our result? Okay, enter the 5 roll number one by one. Roll number 1, so I added roll number index 1 is 201. Should not will add. Okay, there's something is wrong. Okay, 202, 204, 205. Okay, roll number 1 is 201, roll number 2 is 202, roll number 3 is 203, 204, and 205. So something happened is wrong, but it will work for 5 element. I use %d, and this makes my code a little bit buggy, so that's why it will store like that, but it worked well. So I have a 5 roll number, that is 2001, then 202, then 203, then 204, then 205. Okay, so I entered this one, and it will extra, it will enter the 6th number. So I will rectify that, what is the problem, why it's happened. Okay, we should not use this like that, so I will rectify again. Okay, so I hope you understand that why we have to use array. Okay, so 201, 202, 203, 204, then 205, and this is our roll number. So that slash in that makes our program a little bit buggy, so I will discard it from my program. So you can see this. Okay, so this is our array program, and I told you that array means the same data type. It is a collection of same data types, or it is a data structure that belong to the same data types. So if we have integer, so it belong to integer. If we have a character, so our array belong to character. So whatever you want to declare, so it will act like that, and whatever the elements we are taking in will belong to the particular data type. Okay, so if I write here roll number 100, so it means all the elements of 100 belong to the array. It will store the integer type value. Okay, so I hope you will understand. So thanks for watch this. Thank you.